What people may not realize is that we bring opportunities to the entire community for education, whether that population be the youngest in our preschools all the way up to adults. And the overarching goal of all of our educational programs is to bring information to that population, to educate them, to hopefully prevent something from happening. So to bring this to life is an actual quote from a teen participant in one of our programs. The program was very helpful and impactful. I had a friend who did self-harm, and I was able to help her because of the program last year on suicide prevention. If even one person walks out of our program and is armed with information that they did not have before, that is a success.
I remember as a child growing up, and I spent many, many hours in my grandparents' house, and there were times where we knew that they were in this back room and we couldn't go into this back room where they were, and they were really discussing their future, which was really our future. And I remember my parents saying, you know, they're discussing what to do after they're not here anymore and what that means. And I remember kind of being scared of that conversation happening and not wanting to even have it. And I think, you know, looking back years later, what they were modeling was really, what does it mean to be proactive about your life? And what does it mean to be able to make choices so that your future is secure? And I think that's really what JFS does when they offer this gift initiative program, is it really gives people an opportunity to proactively reflect on how they want their future to look. And it's not done in a way where you need to be looking when you're 80 years old trying to figure out your future, but you can be 20 years old or 30 years old and figuring that out alongside your family so that that decision doesn't need to be made alone.
Everyone in this program was totally, like, everyone was paying attention. Not one person was not involved in this program. Everyone, when we walked away, was talking to their parents, talking to their friends about how good of a program this was. Well, I mean, especially as kids were growing up in these communities, and so I think it's really important for us to have these programs so we can learn about all these different things. Now, maybe not to say that we're gonna do this stuff, but try to help others, friends and family, through these either bullying or these prevention things.
It was a wonderful support group. I was notified that it was available because JFS was aware of the situation that I was in. And it was really a godsend. I didn't have anyone else to discuss the issues that I was dealing with. And this group came together and we all supported one another. It was sharing of ideas and resources, and the staff was so professional. They had so many ideas about what I could do, what others could do, and we just kind of helped one another.
We did a program called De-Stress with Us, and for that program we had 6 different proven stress modalities being taught at different stations throughout the auditorium. We had presenters who talked about meditation, about guided imagery, deep breathing, and progressive muscle relaxation. We had people teaching yoga and journaling and therapeutic art. And one of the projects that was completed in the therapeutic art program is right here behind me.
This quilt was made at the end of 2001 when I did about 8 weeks of programs for the children. And each panel represents a lesson that we learned. This one was about cooperation. This one is a building in New York with the airplanes for 9/11, and this is about safety and different kinds of families. it was good that JFS was involved with the aftercare program, because when 9/11 happened, we were able to go in right away and do some extra supportive services for the kids and their families.
I think summing up the value of the programs that we are having, the programs speak for themselves, but what's even more important to me, and I think to the other educators, is that when families or students in our schools are having problems, that we just can't say call JFS. That doesn't mean anything to them, but when I say you met Pam Kellner or you met Terry Sogel or some of the people that they meet in their workshops that are local people, they have resources to call. And they have a face to put to those names, and having a face, a real person to call in times of need, is extremely important. And we're just thankful that we have a JFS that's so involved in our community and with our schools. And we do feel like it's a real partnership.